There's a fire burning inside. The frustration of watching others climb higher while the same old venture funds keep stumbling, making the same mistakes, and falling behind. It's infuriating. Every pitch deck meticulously crafted, every sleepless night spent vetting deals, and yet why do some funds just eat the market alive? Why do a select few seem to have a sixth sense, turning investments into legends while everyone else scrambles in the dark, desperate just to break even? That gnawing feeling of being left out, outplayed, outsmarted, it's real. It messes with your confidence, breeds doubt, and haunts you every time a competitor raises a new fund faster, smarter, sharper. But here's the hard truth. It's not just luck, charm, or insider gossip. It's a system, an invisible code driving success that's been hiding in plain sight. And it's time to crack it wide open. First, forget everything the traditional playbook tells you. The old rules, spray and pray with deals, chasing shiny startups just because they're hyped, relying on noisy follow-ups, these are the chains keeping you locked in mediocrity. You want to consistently outsmart the market? Stop chasing. Instead, become ruthless in your selectivity. Not in a lazy way, but in an almost brutal hyper-focus on quality over quantity. The best funds don't say yes to every promising pitch. They say no to 95% of them. They build an obsession around the few that matter, diving so deep into the founders, markets, and real pain points that they see opportunities where no one else does. This goes beyond surface-level due diligence. It's about gut-level conviction, driven by relentless homework, understanding the founder's mindset as if your life depended on it, mapping out not just the product, but every possible competitor, substitute, and what keeps customers up at night. Every signature deal comes with an entire dossier of raw, unfiltered intel. You want to be the fund that doesn't just invest, but predicts the future so unmistakably that you don't have to hope. They have certainty. Now brace yourself, because here's where the pain cuts deeper. If you're looking for shortcuts or magic formulas, you're already behind. Unlocking consistent success means tearing down your ego. The funds that crush it every time run like orchestras, not solo acts. You can't do it alone, not with a few analysts and a gut feeling. You need a brutal, honest network that challenges every idea. This means exposing your blind spots, inviting confrontation, and building a tribe of experts from wildly different backgrounds: former operators, world-class engineers, serial founders, market savants. Not the usual yes men dressed in suits, but the people who will call BS even when you're attached to a deal like a lifeline. If you're not surrounded by voices that unsettle you, you're already dead in the water. The emotional pain of letting go of pride is nothing compared to the agony of watching your fund falter while your rivals build bulletproof strategies behind closed doors. It's time to smash your old walls and rebuild with an unshakable collective intelligence. Here's something no one tells you, and it will sting if you don't act on it. The difference between the mediocre funds and the ones that dominate is obsession with one thing: pattern recognition. Over and over, they boil the chaos of the market down to hidden signals, tiny behavioral shifts, subtle technology trends, early regulatory whispers that most ignore. They're obsessed with data, not as numbers, but as stories waiting to be decoded. You want to unlock this? Develop a system that captures patterns relentlessly, from every deal lost and won, from every failed startup and every rocket ship that takes off. Document everything meticulously, analyze it ruthlessly, learn from it faster than your competitors. Your rivals will keep charging blindly into the next big thing, while you'll be the one who sees the cracks forming months before everyone else even notices a shift. This isn't some boring spreadsheet exercise. It's an emotional martial art, relentlessly training your mind to spot what others can't and strike before they even prepare to fight. Don't kid yourself. Capital alone won't save you. It's how you deploy it. When those top funds move, it's surgical and strategic. They're not chasing buzz or safe bets. They're taking microscopic risks on asymmetric opportunities, planning decades ahead, forcing markets to vibrate on their terms. How? By mastering the art of timing and influence, they invest with a purpose that ripples, helping founders strategically open doors, tightening partnerships that multiply valuation exponentially, and guiding startups to pivot or double down exactly when the market demands it. If your fund just writes checks and waits, you're already dead. You have to become a force multiplier, a player so integral to founders that your involvement alone shifts the trajectory of their companies. This means becoming obsessed with operational value add, seamless global connections, and unbelievably aggressive follow-through. Your job isn't done after the deal closes, it's just the start of a relentless campaign to dominate the market. And here's the last brutal truth. The venture capital game is broken if you play by yesterday's rules. The world isn't just flat, it's a raging storm of chaos, opportunity, and competition unlike anything before. The funds winning now don't just embrace global perspectives. They redefine borders by diving deep into emerging markets, unconventional sectors, and unheard-of communities with an almost illicit hunger. If your vision is local or niche-driven, you'll get swallowed by global tides. These rockstar funds operate through autonomous networks of founders, investors, and visionaries scattered worldwide. A living, breathing organism so agile and diverse that it can pivot at lightning speed. Embrace diversity not as a buzzword, but as raw material for innovation. Your network isn't a mailing list, it's your secret weapon. Cultivate ties beyond comfort zones, different cultures, radical ideas, dissenting opinions. Every new angle feeds your fund's evolution and blindsides your competitors. Don't just meet founders. Join their struggles, their dreams, their relentless push beyond limits. This is a call to rise above comfort, above the lazy repetition of yesterday's tactics, above the illusions fed by the system that wants you compliant, constrained, mediocre. You're not meant to play small. This obsession, this fire, it's your birthright, your fuel to break chains designed to keep you average. The funds that consistently outsmart the market don't have special luck. They have a system molded from fierce discipline, unyielding curiosity, brutal honesty, and radical connection. Follow these steps and watch the impossible become your everyday reality. You're not just raising a fund, you're igniting a movement, a revolution of those who refuse to be prisoners of illusion, who refuse to settle, who are destined to reshape everything. The time to stop watching from the sidelines is now. Break every old pattern. Build a network that defies norms. Hunt the hidden patterns that no one else sees. Deploy capital like a scalpel, not a hammer. Operate globally, collaborate fiercely, and never stop pushing beyond the human limits that everyone else accepts as fixed. Relentless, ruthless, unstoppable. That's how to become the fund that outsmarts the rest, every single time.